Welcome back. Remember to stay on the ground for at least half a second before you try to jump again, because that was one of the problems I was having before I was dealing with Claw Grip. I kept slipping just after one of the Shy Guys for that reason. Make the quicksand seem like nothing. Really strange what can happen. Of course, sands like this, don't know how she could stand in them. She feels a bit more comfortable for some reason. This feels the most comfortable because at least still there are no pits. Although, she could still get electrocuted. That's to worry about. And maybe up here. What gimmick? Another cherry? Okay. And to add to that, got some slowdown. Disable frame skip is not what it's cracked up to be sometimes. Some cases, I think I might have been better off just leaving frame skip enabled. Because we had that right there. Just stop and then fast forward. Almost as awkward, if not worse, than skipping frames like a slideshow. Although, to be fair, I guess it could provide a slightly different experience. It could be fun to some just watching. Good old memories. Sniff it being thrown away like that. How am I going to get to that other part I saw before? Okay, another cherry. Looks like I'd fall somewhere just before the halfway point, too. Yeah, right here. That's the beginning. Or at least the beginning of this area. Let's take the one up in advance. Before we start slipping like we did before in Claw Grips. We didn't even see that, at least. A bit too humiliating for someone to watch. Memories, but we still have our limits. Apparently Shy Guy knows no limits. Neither does Sniff It. So, because of that, I have another right to confuse the two. About here. Wait. Because it's possible to send me back to the beginning, or we got this too, I can reach, I can get up here, I can pick up that cherry, before Sniff It even will. That's good. One more, forget about that coin. Forget about all these Sniff Its afterwards. Stick here. Oh. Good. This time, good thing you didn't know how to jump. Save your life here, or at least save you from the humiliation of a Sniff It. Let's freeze them up, though. Way to humiliate them back for their almost humiliation me. Hear me? I'm not willing to go I'm not afraid to go the extra mile. Not willing. I am willing. Would I be afraid? Clearly no. Thought, again, though, with the extra lives, why should I be afraid? We're still not in Kaizo territory yet. And I still don't think I have exactly played Kaizo Mario Bros. X. It's the generic term for it. So, now we got Green Birdo. Here, just no more eggs, but still all the slowdown. Not that I really need the slowdown. Birdo might need it. So, we had plenty of bombs, too. Really need to get away from the explosion. Two right next to each other, that can't be good. Okay, Shady Bunker. Still going to be... Well, we are back outside. And just right to the left. Possibly, literally one or two tiles to the left. You hit a cherry. To punish someone who moves immediately to the right. After how far we've gone here, I don't know if that would work, but still an interesting concept for those who might have forgotten. Some things that I might have forgotten. This is not one of them. Scrolling to the left is not one of them. Maybe when to pick up enemies is one of them. When to press a P-switch is one of them. And when to press a P-switch is a bit too trivial. What might be in here? At least it's always safe to check. From the top. Not necessarily to go to the bottom. If you want all those coins. Maybe Sniffit wants them more. Sniffit will definitely want them more. He sees all the shine. Or maybe Sniffit's just sick of them. I'm getting sick of looking at Pokey like that. Looks like he's about to... He just did split into 4 heads. Jeez. Peach is probably feeling a little nauseous from that. Goodness, there's the ice flower to cool her down a little. But still happen, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Don't know for sure, but it could happen. Wait. Do I need a key somewhere? Probably shouldn't have done it that soon. Let's just head back up. Let's just climb this. Make sure we can grab. What was it? Aha, another cherry. And another power-up will be hidden somewhere in the grass. I predict what will happen. I did see, though, where we could get the reward. Unless there are 2 places where we could get a reward for picking up all the cherries. And let's just promptly lose it again. So, if it gets what it deserves. For being such a beast. Now let's try this again. I'm not gonna get hit by this one. Well, I'm going to run into it. We're halfway there. Another compromise. I have to settle with that, Sniffit. In exchange, though, I'll find another. And I will attack it from below. When it's not even looking. But with all the Sniffits that fooled me here before, that's not going to be enough. I'm going to need to do it to a second one and a third one at the same time. That was probably perfect for a few Sniffit situations I've had. Alright, that just takes us back outside. Anything more here? No. Still use another mushroom. This? Nope. There's a cherry. Give me the opportunity to jump. Then I might just be a little nicer to a Sniffit. Baby steps for the Sniffit. Then we can be at peace. So that Sniffit doesn't have to be at peace. Well, this time the checkpoint was right here, sure. Mushroom, you stay here. And Toad does not have to be at peace. What might we have here? A little maze, there's gotta be a key on either side. I just hope it wasn't on the lower left side. Although, based on where the keyhole was, I do think it might be. Alright. It's like this. That's good enough for me. Fire flower. 2 fire flowers is a bit too good for me. Too bad she can only carry 1. I wonder what would happen if she could have 3 hit points and she could have a spare fire flower in the reserve. I guess that would be 4 hits, so that might give her a bit too much of an advantage. Although, given that, it might make up for the fact that she still cannot ride Yoshi. Same for Toad, same for Link. You gotta have reserves. Which way should I Yeah. I think it's back this way again because I obviously cannot climb with items. Jump here. We're back to this. At least we can carry the key out. That was the point. Finally, to this. And yet another cherry missed. Another Birdo that will not be missed. Try like that. Just as I planned. Alright. That unlocks the path to Belts and Blazes. Yeah, I suppose I'll do this one next time. I'll switch a little later.